Hello there and a very warm welcome to the program. I am Victor Matthias. The House of Representatives Committee on Aviation has concluded its hearing on the purchase of two armored vehicles allegedly bought for the Aviation Minister, Stella Udwa, for the sum of 255 million naira. The Nigerian Customs Service NCS, officials of the Federal Ministry of Finance, Managing Director of Kosharis Motors, and the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority all gave their testimonies during the two-day hearing. Though a conclusion on the illegality or otherwise of the purchase has not been ascertained, many Nigerians still have their reservations as to how two bulletproof cars cost the treasury of an agency the sum of 255 million naira. Pro and anti-Odwa organized rallies in support and against the minister have been staged, while an ethnic coloration has also surfaced. While many are of the belief that the outcome of this hearing, like many others, will not be of any effect based on past experiences, some believe that the Goodluck administration will get it right. To look at the scandal which has caused so much furore on the offline and online media is a social media enthusiast and a public affairs analyst, Ayobami Oyalowo. Ayo, thanks for coming on the program.
Thank you for having me on your show.
All right. There's been this furore over this purchase, a vehicle purchase by an agency of the government under the Ministry of Aviation for the minister. So much furore on the social media and in the country. What is actually happening?
Well, the news was broken apparently by an online news forum, Sahara Reporters. If not, we would not have known. What actually happened was we were told that the aviation minister, Miss Stella Udwa, bought two armored vehicles for 255 million naira. Well, a lot of things have been said here and there. She finally came to the house and claimed that those cars were not bought for her; they were bought by the NCAA. The NCAA initially had said they were bought for some dignitaries they were not named. Meanwhile, her own personal assistant had come to tell us that, well, some people had been threatening her life. That is the reason why she bought the car. So from the foregoing, we already can see that something is fishy about what happened. But what happened that we know was that two cars were bought at 255 million.
But the National Assembly said it did not approve the car. She said she didn't approve the car. She only advised, she only approved and said do the needful, which she says is an advisory signature. So,
you know, our politicians are very funny. When you work in an office and you are the boss, a memo is brought to your office to approve. You signed your signature, you appended your signature, and it was approved, do the needful. It's simple English.
What is the needful?
The needful is whatever was written in that memo. Do the needful. Go ahead and do it. Purchase the cars. Suddenly now, semantics, grammar, whatever has been introduced just to confuse the innocent, the unsuspecting Nigerian public. She advised, but we know it was even beyond her limit. I understand her limit is supposed to be 100 million. So that means it should have gone to the FEC, which did not happen. So in that, she's already in breach of the constitution.
Okay, but then people are still really having their reservations over this committee, over the hearing by the committee. Some say it should have gone to the EFCC. Do you agree?
I agree.
Why?
Because it's a financial crime. Kosharis that was involved had breached so many financial rules.
How?
Good. Before any armored vehicle comes into the country, there are supposed to be certificate issued by the NSA, which was not done. That's firstly. Secondly, there was supposed to be, the company claimed they had a waiver from the Ministry of Finance. The Minister of Finance had come out to debunk that claim that she never issued any waiver. Thirdly, it came out during the investigation that was carried out that those cars were actually smuggled in. So Nigeria...
Smuggled?
Well, the man said they brought it in alongside the cars that were used by Lagos State for the Eco 2012 Sport Festival. So for that alone, that man should be in jail answering questions. So it's a crime against Nigeria. Nigeria has been cheated. lied to and deceived.
So how is the social media coming to this? Because there's been so much noise on
Well,
this.
we all know that the traditional media are generally more restricted in the way they report issues.
How? That's weighty again.
You know, they're restricted. They can't. I mean, I'm not sure any Nigerian newspaper will have published what Sahara did initially. If Sahara did not go into this matter, I doubt whether we'll be talking about this today. So many other things have gone on there that we don't know about. So the social media has become a tool with which you can fight the oppressors. And that is what Nigerians have been able to leverage on, even though we are not getting it right 100%, but we are at least starting something. You and I are sitting down here today, we are talking about this. But look back just 2-3 years down the line. The Egyptian revolution, the Arab Spring started because some people use social media. Maybe if we are able to understand how to use it properly here, we might be able to do something similar or close to what they've done.
Just in wrapping up now, do you think it has affected social governance, civic governance?
The social media has affected it, yes, because right now everybody is afraid. I mean, most of those in government, we know that this particular government is not ready to do anything about corruption. The whole idea is do whatever you want to do, but don't get caught. But right now there is a fear that you can get caught because the social media guys have no scruples. They don't have anybody they are reporting to. They don't need anybody's approval to report their news. So it becomes a tool that can be used by the people to air their grievances. Like I was telling you behind the camera earlier on, that most people don't have a voice and they have opinions. Right now, every opinion, every voices can be heard on social media.
All right, Ayo, social media enthusiasts, public affairs analyst, thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you for having me.